If you're a UGC creator in 2026 and you're wondering about UGC apps or if they're even worth it, this video can save you a lot of time. The apps I'm going to talk about are all apps that I've had real experience with. I've used them myself, so I'm giving you my honest opinion on them. For each app, I'll talk about the pay rates, how easy it is to apply, how easy it is to get paid work, the quality of brands, and how it went for me. So let's just get straight into it. The first app I ever signed up for, I ever used and got paid work from was JoinBrands. I think this one is very user-friendly and it's really, really good for beginners. You sign up, you create your profile, and you can add your accounts to your profile, which is good. But what you really need in this app to get approved for those certificates in order to make the content. They have a bunch of certificates on there depending on the type of content you want to create. Amazon shoppable, they have TikTok shop, just how-to videos, not specific to any platform. They have a bunch on there. So what you would do is, let's say you're applying for the how-to certificate. You would create a how-to video, upload it there, and once they approve it, now you can apply for all the jobs that are looking for how-to videos. And that's one of the pros about this app. Once you do that and you're applying to the gigs, all you have to do is click on it and then hit apply. You don't have to write anything, you don't have to say anything. It's very easy to apply to jobs on there. You can filter your feed to what you want to create, the types of jobs you want to see, things like that, so it's a little customizable. Yeah, I just think it's set up very user-friendly, so it's very easy to apply to the jobs, and then it's also really easy to get paid. Once you submit your content and it gets approved, they put the payment in your JoinBrands wallet, and once it's dropped in there, you can transfer it out to your PayPal. So that's really awesome, really easy. But it does bring me to some cons of the app. The first con I would say is a lot of the jobs are buy the product and get reimbursed, which not everyone likes. Not every single job is this way. There's also a lot of jobs that they will directly send you the product so you're not paying for anything. That could be something you might not be interested in because maybe you don't want to lay out the money for the product, which I totally understand. Then you would pick ones that don't have that. But I will say I have done ones where they reimburse you and they reimburse you for the product and the shipping. Once you get that payment, once you submit your content and get that payment, the reimbursement payment, you get it at the exact same time. And the rates on there are a bit all over the place. You'll see jobs for as low as $5. And they also go up to $160, $175. I've never seen anything over $200. It's really dependent on who it is. And this app, I can tell that it's brands and also kind of Amazon sellers, that type of thing. I'm not sure how you can sign up as a brand or business. Like, I don't know that side of it. So I don't know if you can just be like drop shipping and you can put yourself on there with your product and get videos like that. That I'm not really sure about, but it is kind of obvious that some of them are just Amazon sellers. Yeah, it's definitely a mix. I would say overall though, JoinBrands is a great app. It's great if you're first starting out as a beginner and you want to get comfortable working with brands and getting paid work. The next app I've used is Insense. And Insense, I had good experiences on there, but then I also had interesting experiences on there. I'll do the pros and cons first, and then I'll talk about that. One of my favorite things on that app that I haven't seen any other UGC app do is that you can negotiate your pricing, which is huge. That's awesome. The pricing on there overall is just really good. They do have like higher quality campaigns, higher quality brands on there. So that's all really great. And the way the app is set up is, it's good. Like, it's not the most beginner friendly app, but it's not terrible. I would say it's just a bit less user friendly. And also, even though they have higher paying gigs and all that, they also offer a lot of gifted where there's just no pay at all. You're just getting a product. I noticed that there's a lot of that on there too. Whitelisting, product seeding with no payment. I'd find it a little harder to land multiple gigs on there, and no matter what you're applying for, you have to put a written proposal. So it's not like JoinBrands where once you have your certificates and profiles set up, you just click on it, hit apply, and that's it. If you want to apply for one of their campaigns, at least you have to put why you're a good fit for the campaign. You have to write something, and then depending on the brand or whoever's giving that campaign, they could add a bunch of other questions for you to answer, or and really anything they want. And on this app, it's a mix of UGC and influencer campaigns. And I do remember for this app, it took a long time to get approved, and you have to put your account in to get approved. So if you're focusing on UGC, sometimes you don't have an account, or you don't want to put an account, or, you know, some people just don't, like, they're focusing on UGC, they're not focusing on an account. So it feels discouraging to put in an account and feel like that's kind of making or breaking if they're going to accept you on their platform or not. But I don't know the process of how. Maybe it's just they want to see whatever account you have. I don't know. I don't know what goes into how they accept people, but I do remember it took, I think, over 2 weeks for me to get accepted. It took so long. Honestly, maybe it was even longer than that. Hopefully nowadays they're quicker. Obviously, I can only apply to the app once and get accepted once. That was almost 2 years ago. So I don't know how it is now. Hopefully they're a lot quicker with it. So overall, I think it's like better quality brands and campaigns, just not as beginner friendly if you're comparing it to JoinBrands or Trend, which is the next one I'm going to talk about. But I will share my stories. I have 2 stories with Insense that kind of made me stop using the app. These were like the 2 that I was like, okay, I don't really, you know. But again, maybe they changed how it works now, I hope. The first one was I was working on a campaign, and they messaged me as I was working on it. It was UGC, I wasn't supposed to be posting anything. And they messaged me and they were like, can you post this on your account too once you're done? And I messaged them like, oh, I create UGC. I don't do that. You know, I don't post products on my account, whatever. I get a notification from Insense that the contract was changed to an influencer campaign. So that means that the brand has access to change the contract once everything is already finalized with you, which should not be. They should not have that. I really hope they changed it. But that's what happened to me. And then once I saw them change it, I messaged them again and reiterated, like, I'm not going to be posting this on my account. You changing it is not going to make me want to post it. So then they were like, okay, we understand. And then they changed the campaign back to a UGC campaign. I thought that was really weird. Okay, fine. I'm still using the app. Then I'm working on another campaign, and they give me a due date for when it's due, obviously. I write that due date down, and at that point, I was getting a decent amount of work. So I'm writing down due dates, staying organized. You know, if you have a lot of work, the due dates are super important to know so that you know when to work on what, and you could plan out your week, when you're gonna film this, edit, you know. I didn't get a notification of anything being changed or anything. I get a notification from Insense. It was actually an email, and it said, you have not uploaded the content. The content is late, and if you don't upload it, we're going to delete your account. Now I was like, wait, the content's not late. The due date's not for another 3 days. What are they talking about? I go on the app, and it says, your due date has been changed to, it was like 3 or 4 days earlier. And I'm like, so the content's due today, and it's not done, obviously, because I thought I still had 4 more days to work on it. So I messaged the brand and was like, look, I can't get you the content today. I noticed that you changed the due date, saying the content's late, you know, explained whatever. Like, again, it ended up being fine, but it's just the fact that they're giving these brands the option to change things like that, the due dates, the contracts, the deliverables, after you already agreed to it. That should not be at all. So I hope that they change that. I hope that's not the case anymore, because it is a good app, and they do have really good campaigns and good paying jobs where you can negotiate your pricing and things like that. So I hope that they changed it, but if they didn't, that is a terrible feature that they have on that app. The next app is Trend, and I really like Trend. It's a really nice app. I love the way it's set up. I love how easy it is. It's very beginner friendly. It just feels like a very low pressure experience. Just everything, it's very easy to apply. You can put a written proposal if you want to. I'm gonna be completely honest, I've gotten a lot of jobs off there and I've never once done a written proposal, so you really don't have to. You can just hit apply, kind of like JoinBrands, and wait and see if they accept you or not. I also think Trend is a mix of like Amazon sellers and brands, but they also have some really great brands. Like I've seen some really good brands on there. I've gotten really good brands off there. My first partnership with Purdue, the chicken, I got off of Trend. That was really cool because I love Purdue. They really do have some awesome brands on there. The con about Trend, and it's the only con really, I think, that they are low paying jobs and you really don't have much of a chance to get an increase. The way it works is they have levels. I want to say it's like bronze, gold, and platinum. I don't remember, but there's 3 levels and there's a set payment for each level. And once you finish your first, let me just look it up. They have 3 levels. The first one is silver and you get paid $49.50 per project. And keep in mind, each project you're sending over 2 videos. Yes, 2 videos. So you're getting paid $50 to send over 2 videos. It says once you have 8 to 14 projects completed, you can hit gold status. You're gonna get paid $60.50 for each project. Now you hit diamond when you have 15 plus projects completed and you get paid $71.50 per project. So for 2 videos, $30 a video, $35 a video, that's really, really, really low. Really low. Did I say really low? Because it's really low. Yeah, that is the downside. And it sucks because the app is really good. And the worst part is it's not even for 1 video, it's for 2. Every single project is 2 videos for that price. So that is the huge con of the app. Again, I feel like the apps are really, you're not gonna rely on them. They're either for beginners or people who really enjoy creating content and don't mind just getting a free product and $60 for a video. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like you sign up for these apps and you're getting a full-time income from UGC apps. No, I haven't had any that pay that well. I've said this before in a ton of my videos, but if you're a beginner and you sign up for them, instead of going around your house and picking products to make videos for to put on your portfolio, if you have some experience and you can get accepted to these apps, now you're kind of getting the opportunity to create these videos, put them on your portfolio, and then get paid. Now, those are all apps that I've used and had experience with, and there's obviously so many other ways that you can find brands to work with to create content. Another really popular type of thing you can use is creator marketplaces. I haven't used many of these types of platforms yet. I'm sure if you're in the UGC space, you've probably heard of them, like Coley, Social Cat, Influencer. Those are like creator marketplaces, and they work a lot differently than your UGC app. I figured I'd add these into and explain the difference between this and a UGC app. So maybe at some point, or even right now, maybe these platforms make more sense for you rather than using a UGC app. So the apps, they really control the flow of everything. You're applying to briefs inside the app. The offers are kind of pushed to you and the rates are really set in there. Except for Insense, you can negotiate a little bit. But for the most part, the rates are kind of set. That's why I say they are great for starting out and getting like that structured experience. But long term, after a while, it's gonna feel very limiting to you. So maybe something like a paid creator marketplace would benefit you better because it acts more of like a directory. On those, brands can actually search for you, and most of the time you can set your own rates, and it just gives you a lot more potential for getting inbounds. So rather than briefs kind of getting pushed out to you and you applying to them, you're getting discovered through the marketplace. If you know how to position yourself and market your services, this could actually make sense for you. It could be a really good app, but it doesn't mean it's any easier or better or anything like that. It just might make more sense to you. I personally don't rely on apps anymore as my main strategy at all. It just really doesn't really make sense for me. I've been doing this full time, so I want to be making a consistent income. Obviously, with this job, it's really hard to know your income from month to month. It's not going to be a consistent exact number every month, but having consistent work and working, building partnerships with brands from month to month makes it a lot easier to kind of foresee what you're going to make in your next month. Most creators that are making a consistent income, I'm telling you, they're not hopping from brief to brief to brief. It's a lot of work. In the beginning, the first couple months, I was doing that. I wanted to be making that income, so I was working, doing a lot of work, taking on a lot of work, working with a lot of different people, and it takes up a lot of time. But if you're a beginner in 2026 and you're just freshly starting out and you need somewhere to start, these apps can be a great spot to do it. But I know for a fact they won't be your end goal. You will grow out of them. Okay, so that's my take on the apps that I've used. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you learned something. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.